Hey Sistrum, Glenna here with my entry in our Adopt a Song video series where I'm going to talk a little bit about justice. Briefly, the sense of gravity and urgency really spoke to me and resonated with me, but also really specifically the percussion element. It gives the song sort of the sense of a march and marching, and that just really aligns with the way that I think about the fight for racial justice. Literally marching in the streets, protesting, direct action, but also sort of a sense of marching through time as generation after generation picks up the fight, picks up and carries the banner as we push back against the forces and structures that enact these injustices, and just continue marching forward, sort of forever pushing for progress and for justice. The focus of my work is primarily to write music that captures the voices of youth, the thoughts of youth, the hopes of youth, their inner strength woven into the lyrics and rhythms. You know that this was not only composed by Jim Pupulius, but it was in collaboration with a group of students who participated in a songwriting workshop. And so these students, these high school students from the Wisconsin School Music Association's All-State Honors Treble Choir, did this workshop with Pupulius in the summer of 2020. And he talks about how that particular moment in time, which was so tumultuous, where we all, bore witness to the murders of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, and then the violence that came after that when protesters went out into the streets expressing their, very justifiable rage, and the police enacted a lot of violence against the people who were lifting their voices and speaking out, and trying to affect change. And so he talks about how the events of that summer are obviously, I think, reflected in what the students ended up creating with him. And they wanted to speak to this specific moment and the way they were feeling and the way they were reacting and what they wanted to do.